Hello, everybody. This is my son, Michael, who is very much an ENTP. And this is his friend, Paige, who is a super sweet, and I think an INFP. Do you know? You probably don't know what that that means. But so Paige, very individual, very into art. You identify as more of an introvert, but you would like to be more extroverted, but just due to like life circumstances.
It's also really hard for me to get and go places because my parents are divorced and I do not have a license. So it's very difficult for me to get places.
Yeah. Michael doesn't have his license yet either.
I'm working on it.
Working on it.
How far are you to get in?
I literally just have to go into the DMV and pick up my permit, and then I can.
Really?
And then my 6-month period starts.
So Michael, we can take you to the DMV anytime. I have yet to hear about this.
Get your license, come on.
Not on
Yeah.
No.
But to be fair, I do feel like COVID kind of threw a monkey wrench into everything. Yeah.
Driving schedules are really bad right now for getting tests and stuff because everybody's being booked in. The last driving test I took was at 6 in the morning. I had to wake up at 6 in the morning on a weekend to go do a driving test.
That is terrible.
Yeah. So, good thing I only have one more left, and then I can go for my license. Pretty excited.
So, Paige, you mentioned that you like art. What is your medium? What do you do?
I'm sort of all over the place right now, to be honest. I'm just figuring out what I like. Sometimes I like to use different textures, different ways of doing things, you know. I'm working on an art piece that I've been working on for like 2 years, and I quit working on it for a while because sometimes you just lose motivation when you're doing stuff.
Like you lose your inspiration.
And then I gained it back, and I'm almost finished with it. I just need my paints to come back from South Dakota, and then I can finish it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe add some glitter, some glue.
I think you should definitely add glitter.
I do have some gems on there.
Ooh.
They're like this big, and
yes.
I hot glued them on. It took me like a good hour for the whole section I was doing. I was so mad about that though. It just took me so long.
Yeah, like you have a vision in your head, but bringing it to fruition.
It's a lot harder than you think.
Yeah.
See, I want to get into drawing. I bought myself a graphics tablet.
It's very easy to start doing.
I bought myself a graphics tablet and I wanted to get into art. I never find the time to actually, sit down and just practice.
Well,
and then plus having shaky hands.
You're still at school. You can take an art class. They have art and ceramics and stuff. I feel like you'd do a good in ceramics. That's what I wanted to go for originally, but
this one
they
teacher
got
ruined
booked up.
art for me.
Don't like the teacher?
There was a teacher I had in middle school that just ruined art classes for me.
Really?
They were like, we're forcing you to do this exact piece of artwork. And I'm like,
if you force Michael,
Why?
if there's one thing you should know, if you force him to do it, even if he likes it, he won't like it.
Yeah.
That's
Michael,
funny, though.
was there any teachers that you liked in middle school?
oh yeah. My 8th grade English teacher was great, Mr. Aldrich. He played guitar on Fridays.
So kind of like the more easygoing teachers. You didn't like the task drivers at all.
I hated them.
He hated them. He's not lying.
One teacher I did not get along with and didn't agree with, and we call her the Worminator. She retired, but she was on everybody about dress codes, about doing stuff. She was just all up in your face type of thing.
Yeah. Wow.
And I know it's probably looked bad on my record, but I've gotten detention quite a few times, and
What?
yeah, the thing is, I got into this argument with a student, and this was quite a while ago, and this is sort of why I did drop out of school. Well, I originally did drop out, and then I went back into doing it again, and then I decided, why not just do it online,
Why not? Yeah.
Because people in school nowadays are really toxic. It's really bad.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, it's bad. I'd love to go to school, but every time I did go to a school, I would usually sit alone at lunch.
humans are
sucks.
terrible. You have to
Yeah.
find
A clique.
you have to find other socially okay. For me, I had to go around and gather up other socially inept lone wolf, social outcasts, and
Aw,
gather them into
yeah.
a group. And I'm like, we're all mad here.
We're all alone together.
We're all mad here.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna diss myself on this one. I hung out with the gay crowd.
Yeah.
They were
mhm.
just so nice, and they like
More
accepted
accepting,
me in,
yeah.
and they were just so nice, and like all the other kids were like mean to me because like I have different colored hair. I present myself a little bit different.
Mhm.
And
You're
A
adorable.
lot of people don't accept that nowadays. Because I did try to go to this bar once, and this guy made fun of me and called me a clown for having pink hair, and I'm like, okay, cool, but maybe you should keep it to yourself, you know?
Right?
I've had it happen to me a few times, but it doesn't get me down too bad. I know that, like, everybody looks different.
Mhm.
Everybody has their different style, you know?
Yeah.
But that's the hard thing about school. Kids don't necessarily understand that everybody's different.
Mhm.
Not all of us are, like...
Cookie cutter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
I mean, a good chunk of the country hick kids are. I drive Ford F-150 to school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We had guys drive tractors to school.
Don't even get me
Snowmobiles.
started on the Bass Pro Shop hats.
The Bass Pro
Oh
Shop
my
kids.
gosh, the Bass Pro Shop hats. Why are there so many of them?
Hey, it's not as bad as Menards. I see so many Menards hats.
Menards
Yeah.
even sells hats?
Yeah.
So we're like 45, 50 minutes outside of the metro area. So there's a big bleeding in of the rural,
Mm-hmm.
like the rural mentality, which is probably harder for kids like you who are a little bit more like free spirited.
You live in a more populated area than I do. So my
Mhm.
school was very small, 20 kids per class type of thing.
Wow.
And then I did transfer to a bigger school where it was 50, 40 kids per class. And I think was more of the easier time for me because I got to meet more people my age, more people that were like me,
Mhm.
more people that accepted me into their crowd type of thing.
Copper's creeping up.
Yep.
Oh, Copper loves visitors.
He's a good boy.
Yeah. So you guys have been friends for, you said,
2-3 months.
Yeah, something like that.
2 or 3 months. Okay.
I
Yeah.
visit at Walmart all the time when I go to get food.
Oh yeah, Michael's always at Walmart.
Always.
Well, it's something to do. It's
He's
better than-
Walmart's brightest.
I honestly can't tell if I'm really here or if this is just an illusion created by Walmart.
An
And
illusion.
I'm still there.
You know what, Michael? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. So, Paige, you were saying something about losing your sense of smell from a previous job.
Oh gosh, I used to work on a farm. I grew up on a farm.
Ow.
My family has a lot of farming industry involved in it on my dad's side. And so I grew up shoveling poop and like feeding cows and stuff, walking through chicken houses and
That
stuff
sounds
like
kind
that.
of fun.
It's fun, but you gotta wear boots on certain days.
Oh, I'm sure.
Sometimes you gotta wear those ones that
The
go
thigh
all the way up to
highs,
here,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
swamp boots and stuff.
Swamp boots.
I just have a perpetually stuffy nose.
We all have our gifts.
My mom has like a really good sense of smell, and she'll smell things. I'm like, how do you smell that? What the heck?
Yeah. Do you feel like the inside of your nose was
I
burnt,
don't know.
or?
I honestly don't know. It's just I can't smell like almost anything anymore, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know when you cook cookies in the oven or you're baking something?
Yeah.
I can't smell it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll bake cookies in the house, it'll burn, and I won't even smell it. I won't even know. we had an incident about that like a week ago. I made cookies and I forgot they were in the oven and I couldn't smell them burning.
Oh no.
And my mom did. She's like, what'd you put in the oven? And I'm like, I think I had cookies. And she's like, the oven's still on, you know. And she took them out and the bottoms were burnt.
Yeah. I had COVID like a month ago, and I'm still just getting my sense of smell back.
I guarantee it's not from COVID though.
You don't think so?
No, I haven't had COVID this whole time and I haven't gotten a shot. And I haven't gotten sick either.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I know it's just I have a really bad sense of smell from when I was even younger. I just couldn't smell things.
Oh wow. Well, sometimes that's a good thing. Like
It's
when
a good
you.
thing, but it can be a bad thing sometimes.
It can, for
because
sure.
like I said, when something's burning, you can't smell it.
That's
House
really
might start
bad.
on fire, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. I feel like I'm gonna peace out. Gonna wrap. How was that tea Michael made you, by the way?
It's pretty good, to be honest.
Michael made them both
Want to
tea.
try some?
I made myself the same.
Oh, they're the same ones?
Yes.
I didn't know if they had the same ones in there or not. I wasn't paying attention.
I used the same leaves.
Oh.
Oh, you reuse the leaves? That's gross.
No, it's
No.
what you're supposed to do.
Really?
You're supposed
I
to save
can't.
tea bags and
I
you're
just-
supposed to reuse them.
That
That's
seems-
my grandma does that.
Yeah.
It's one of the weirdest things she does. She has
It's
a little
thrifty.
bar.
It's really thrifty.
She has this little dowel, where she puts paper, where you're supposed to put paper towels and stuff. She'll hang tea bags from there to dry them out and use them
And then
tomorrow.
reuse
Especially
them.
because these aren't just one and done tea bags. These are leaf mixtures imported
Yeah.
from different countries.
That looks like brown or wild rice.
Oh, that would be bad. Wild rice.
Wild rice tea.
Oh goodness.
All right,
There's
well-
leaves, seeds,
Okay.
bits of plants.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.